But there are some charts to love. When you step back and stop all of the noise, there's the Bitcoin chart. It broke out of a wedge. It's been slip sliding down the little slope of that wedge, unwinding its overbought, ready for the phase 2 of the banana zone. ETH, that weekly ETH chart is a killer chart. That's a beautiful pattern. Solana versus the US dollar, broke out of the wedge, retest, up, new high, back down, all fine. Bit of a sloppy chart pattern, but in the bigger picture, it's a killer. I mean, look at that. Cup and handle, test the highs, next breakthrough, this will be the move through 1,000.
It's been a hectic week for the cryptocurrency market. Top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have experienced some volatility following higher than expected inflation data, which dampened investor expectations for a Federal Reserve rate cut in March. On Wednesday, Bitcoin briefly dipped below $95,000 per coin, a sudden reversal from the $98,500 intraday high recorded on Tuesday. Prices have since remained choppy, constantly fluctuating between the $98,000 and $95,000 range. Ethereum's performance continues to mirror Bitcoin's volatility, with the altcoin struggling to $2,700 through the week. Despite the general market volatility, cryptocurrencies like XRP, BNB, and Cardano have fared better. On February 10, 2025, XRP opened at $2.4235 and closed at $2.3133. By February 14th, it reached an intraday high of $2.75, closing at the same price, marking a 12.25% increase from the previous close. Analysts suggest that if XRP maintains its current support levels, it could target the $4 to $8 range in the near future. XRP is up by over 15% in the past week, making it a top gainer among the top 10 cryptocurrencies. Another top gainer is Cardano, which closed at $0.6829 on Monday and is currently trading around $0.8180. This represents a 19.8% increase in 5 days. Analysts have observed that Cardano's current price structure mirrors previous patterns preceding significant breakouts. Based on historical performance, there's speculation that Cardano could reach $2.5 between February and March 2025. Despite the increased volatility and general uncertainty primarily due to unfolding macro conditions, Real Vision founder and CEO Raoul Pal says this is a great time for the cryptocurrency market, especially for top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, and Dogecoin. Pal, a seasoned investor and renowned macro analyst, says he expects these cryptocurrencies to outperform massively in 2025 and possibly into early 2026. He gives an in-depth breakdown of his expectations in the latest episode of his Drinks with Raoul Pal livestream. As we bring you clips from the video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for the support and enjoy the video.
But there are some charts to love. When you step back and stop all of the noise, there's the Bitcoin chart. It broke out of a wedge. It's been slip sliding down the little slope of that wedge, unwinding its overbought, ready for the phase 2 of the banana zone. ETH, that weekly ETH chart is a killer chart. That's a beautiful pattern. I don't know, you've all given up on ETH. ETH's never going to go up again. It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. The ETH community and Vitalik save us. Just shut up. It'll be fine. Will it outperform Solana? No. Will it do very well? I'm sure it will. Generally, I think they've overbuilt block space. That's the basic problem with the layer 2s and crushing of the fees. But once the financial system builds on ETH, I think we'll be fine. So I think the financial system will build on ETH like they use Microsoft. All right, we don't really have a choice. It's the most Lindy. It's the most secure. Got the most devs. It's the most understood. ETH Bitcoin cross. I know I've tried this many times, but I honestly believe that this is either a wedge or a sideways consolidation, and it will be fine. Alt season is generally ETH over Bitcoin. If altcoin season is starting, Bitcoin dominance should fall. ETH should rise against Bitcoin. And again, I'm kind of not worried. Solana versus the US dollar, broke out of the wedge, retest, up, new high, back down, all fine. Bit of a sloppy chart pattern, but in the bigger picture, it's a killer. I mean, look at that. Cup and handle, test the highs, next breakthrough. This will be the move through 1,000. Simple as that. Solana looks beautiful. Solana versus ETH should keep outperforming ETH. So that's the risk curve I've talked about. ETH outperforms Bitcoin. Solana outperforms ETH. And then we go to Sol Bitcoin. That should break higher too. That will be the next leg, which will be alt season. And then we've got SUI, which is the stronger token, earlier, slightly riskier. SUI, and again, just because you guys are going to snapshot this and he's pumping his own bags. Yes, I am. I'm on the foundation, but actually the majority of my crypto, liquid crypto, is in SUI now. And I'm looking for the switch to go 100%, which I don't recommend for most people. I don't. And it scares the shit out of the SUI board when I tell them that, because then it's all their fault and I can blame them. And that's not with any inside information, honestly. I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's because of the chart. So it's a beautiful inverse head and shoulders base, retested the base. I did a big amount of switching. I will do more. And I think that it should outperform over time. So I'm just trying to bet on the fastest horse. I'm just a profit maxi, trying to create the most wealth I can for myself and family and everybody else. Deep book, the liquidity layer to SUI. I've talked about this before. It's been a recommendation. It has done very well. It's like SUI beta. And it looks again like it's forming a wedge. Another beautiful chart. Deep book versus SUI seems to be doing the same kind of thing. That looks great. Doge, the king of all cryptocurrencies. And I'll come on to this point in a sec. That chart is killer. These are altcoin seasons. This is the risk curve. Doge is such a beautiful chart every time. And here's the money shot, the greatest chart of all time, and maybe the most hilarious chart of all time, is that Doge has outperformed Bitcoin by 500% since inception. And if we break from here higher versus Bitcoin, Doge will be the hardest money on the galaxy, and Bitcoin will not be. And I think that would be the most hilarious outcome in all of crypto, that Doge ends up being the hardest money ever created. And I'm rooting for that. I'm going to have some Doge. I just think it would be hilarious.
Pal has constantly defended his views on SUI in the face of constant criticism. In September, he presented a thread on X about why he thinks SUI could be the next chosen one like Solana. Here are some tweets from the thread. SUI is acting like it is going to be one of the key chosen ones of the major new chains, if not the chosen one. The chart has broken out of the inverse head and shoulders, which is an important first step. But more importantly, it has broken the downtrend versus Solana and all the top 20 tokens. Its relative strength in a sideways market is worth paying attention to. But SUI is still in its early innings, and proof will have to be in successful applications that scale built on top of the tech stack. TVL is a small part of this, and the Circle announcement is another good step. Gaming is a potential big breakout, but still too early. Talking of the tech stack, the Mysticetti upgrade brought sub-1 second finality, fastest of all chains, and the coming pilotfish will supposedly bring TPS that scales even beyond Solana Fire Dancer. But what are SUI and Mistern trying to achieve? Pal queries in another post. Basically, they are trying to rebuild the internet, brick by brick, for Web3. It is built to scale to Facebook's size use cases, 3 billion plus. From ZK logins to the coming Walrus decentralized storage protocol. Upon the launch of the public testnet for the Walrus protocol in October, Pal wrote, "I think Walrus will likely be a very big deal in the drive for an entire new Web3 stack to replace the centralized Web2 stack. The next big thing from SUI will be pilotfish. Pilotfish is an innovative execution engine developed by Miston Labs for the SUI blockchain. It enables validators to distribute transaction processing across multiple machines, allowing for horizontal scaling and increased throughput. This design allows validators to dynamically adjust their computing resources to meet varying network demands. The initial prototype of pilotfish was introduced in March 2024, demonstrating its capability to scale transaction execution linearly with the addition of more machines. As of now, pilotfish remains in the prototype stage with ongoing development and testing. A specific release date for full integration into the SUI mainnet has not been announced. Do you agree with Pal that SUI will be the next big thing, or the chosen one, as he often describes it? Please share your thoughts, comments, and observations in the comments section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.